Here with another installment of the Bisicast, episode 81. And this week, wow, it's gonna be different later on. And I'm basically so thankful for the internet for once in a while. Usually it's only shit what's on the internet. And yeah, I'm very excited to show you a special 10-year challenge later on. But before that, something a bit more for the techno heads. Tech and techno heads. Matthias is already in, thank you so much for joining. First, Martin Ikin with No No. Give me a second till I set up everything. Also, hello to everybody on Instagram. And we're starting off with some fire. So, first of all, give me a second till I set up my my chat here. David is also in. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I'll look up here again because I put my second screen up there, so that's very handy. Yeah. So it has a bit of the of this losing it vibe, I would say, but still very individual. Yeah. So to tell you what this is all about, thank you very much for the like, Seb, and tell you a bit what this will be about. So in the beginning, I will play probably a bit of tech and techno. So tech house and techno. I have a very amazing EP coming up from OC and Verde, however you want to call them. They had a fantastic track last year. One of my, if you heard my year mix, it was in the year mix. It was called Flauta, however you want to say it. And they are back now with 2 new tracks, and they're absolutely sick. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking that out later on, so stay tuned. First on, the first track is Martin Ikin with No No. That's out on Repopulate Mars. I really enjoyed that one. Play is getting longer and longer. So I'll copy the link here to Spotify. I love really the groove, how it fits so well together with the bass line. Na 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 na. Yeah, I'm such a fan of these bass lines. So, that's out on Repopulate Mars. Yeah. Then up next, I'll play a track that is that I totally oversaw on the Beatport chart for some reason. It's doing very well, Beatport. By the way, I should really take a mask before that because my head is all red for no reason. It's probably because of the winter. So yeah, that's a very nice one. And the next one is called Upper Ground, and it's by Artbot, and over on Insta, Ellie is also watching. Thank you so much for joining. Watching the Bisicast 81, and up next, Artbot with Underground. Very nice track. So not Underground, Upper Ground. That's what it's called. Out on Dimatic Music. Okay. Dimatic is also a German rapper. Everything is mixed up nowadays. So I hope that you'll enjoy it. At least the original is also on Spotify. Yeah, tell me what you think about the show so far, and if you like it, feel free to share. Also later on for the 10-year challenge. Really, it's really amazing. You should really stick to my show. In, let's say, half an hour, 40 minutes. Upper ground. It reminds me a bit of Uppercut. So that's this track. Kunal also joined. Thank you so much. Here's some love from Kunal. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, and also you guys sent me some stuff. I just would have to look up where it is. Yeah, dynamic P is big. Absolutely. I can only relate to this. Yeah. Jeek sent me something. I remember that. Yeah. So maybe a short preview of what I'm up to with this 10-year challenge. So we all know these 10-year challenges now. I guess a weatherman started it on Facebook because Facebook has the function that when you posted something on that day, let's say 10 years ago, they show it again in this kind of timeline option that you have there. And some people, I don't know, someone started it in the US and then it spread, from itself. Then all the celebrities and influencers are doing it right now. And I thought, my usual one is boring. I was a kid 10 years ago. Come on, and it's not something interesting to look for. And that's why I thought, let's do it the Bisicast way. Now let's check out this drop. Yes. Artbot doing his thing. So yeah, I really liked how he built it up and then like 4 bars, playing around with this synthy, like a bit electro-esque almost. Very nice. So yeah, absolutely fantastic track, I would say. Sira also joined, thank you so much. Can't wait for you to come back to Vienna once again for Adriatique. I don't know these guys, I don't know what to expect. I'm truly honest, like, I don't know anything. But sometimes it's good, I'm actually very thankful that I have you, because otherwise I wouldn't go out, because I don't know that many people in Vienna. I have one guy that's not even on Facebook, like we only write each other on WhatsApp. When are they playing? Because I don't remember anymore. In 3 weeks, okay, yeah. I should be in Vienna, yeah, should be. Yeah. So yeah, getting ready. So to finish off, what I was talking about, the 10-year challenge, is also like how he gets into the outro. Very, very beautiful. And I was looking up some of the tracks that I was listening to 10 years ago, and you'll be surprised, it's a lot of pop music. It was exactly like I was starting to listen to a bit of electronic music, but not as much. That hit a year or two later, so like properly, like with Avicii then and Swedish House Mafia later on, and in the beginning, of course, Darius and Finlay. That was like the first guys. Yeah, and now they're doing Schlager on house. Some very strange music they're doing right now. Something that does not fit together, but From what I hear and from what I see, they're now way more popular than they used to be. Like when I started listening to them around 10 years ago, or 8 years ago, roughly. So it's still, I'm still happy for them. So it's not like that. I hate them now because they do this kind of music. I mean, that's Austria. It shows very well. They had a style. It wasn't really well. The reception was not very well. And yeah, they changed it a bit, they mixed it up, and now actually they're a bit better. Okay, so as I already mentioned, it's something more for the techno heads. Before that, we go a bit deeper. Before we go like full techno. 6 people are in. Frederick also now. Thank you so much for joining. Here over on Facebook. Rodrigo Dean with Ida. That one I also enjoyed a lot this week. So let's check this out. That's how to colorize. So it goes a bit into, yeah. It sounds a bit like Sepjack to my ears. But I thought it's a very nice add-on. Rodrigo Dean with Ida. Oh really, Kunal? Yeah, just send me a link. I would like to listen to this. Because I'm gonna play proper techno anyway. But it's very well produced. I really enjoyed this Ida track. Of all, getting a bit into German. Yeah, mixed up a bit. Was a long day. What I wanted to say is, it's very well produced, and I enjoy this. So really, people are taking the effort to make it sound really very nice, clear, loud. Because people, you can copy your style in a good way and in a bad way. So this is actually, I would say, in a good way. Still very well produced. So very clear, crisp, very nice sound. New calls to join, thank you so much. Hope that everything is fine. I heard Mac's appearance on Europa 2. I understood like 25% as always, as Polish, you understand a bit of Slovak. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I posted this on Insta story that a good friend of mine, her, Mac Hartmanova, she was once in a special Bisicast. Was that already 2 years? 1.5 years ago, I believe. Or 2.5 years ago already? I can't remember properly. When I was in Salzburg, she was working there at the moment. And yeah, she had now, she was interviewed by a huge Slovak radio station to tell her about her feels and like a connection to electronic music, how she started and all that. And it's so amazing to see that she got, that she really got, I don't know, exposed would be like the wrong word, but you know what I mean, like it's nice that so many people have the chance to listen to what she has to say about electronic music and her musical taste, because in Austria nobody asked me yet, so... Actually, we have Energy here in Vienna. You may know, like this international French, huge franchise, Energy, Énergie in French. When did Energy ask me to do an interview with me? No, never ever. I mean, like there was 2011. There was not widespread there yet. So it's, the boom was like 2012, 2013 when I was, not as hyped for the big room hype. I was not very well. I didn't enjoy it as much. Then later on, yeah. But I'm so great actually. I understood a bit, how she was doing the banners herself. So this like creative work for her, and it's it's very nice to do a bit of art out of this, Yeah. Meanwhile, in the background, Rodrigo Dean with Ida, a very nice, beautiful Sepjack-esque house track, but very well produced, very enjoyable to listen. So yeah, thank you so much, Rodrigo, for this. Yeah, and I would say now we head over to proper techno. So as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of techno. I mean, we have a huge techno scene here in Vienna, but techno for me has to have some interesting elements to keep it interesting for my ear. If it's only like dark atmospheres and only the this typical techno kick with this huge how's it called? No, not DK. Is it called DK? I don't know. Because a kick consists of 3 parts, like the first part, the middle part, and the last part. The last one is called DK, I believe. And it's the attack, exactly. The beginning is the attack, then you have the middle part, and then you have the decay or release, or however you call this. And I believe a techno kick has a long decay. And that's what makes it kind of, a techno kick. But OC and Verde, did a fantastic job on this EP. I believe it's not on Spotify yet, because it is a Beatport exclusive. I even bought it off Beatport. Have to support this, and you should too. The first track is called Korowai. They are a bit different to each other, but still, wow, they are amazing. You'll hear it. Wonderful, like their production quality. I'm so amazed by that. So, that's on Spotify, but I don't believe it's on Spotify yet. What's it called? Korowai. Yeah, it's not on Spotify yet, so you won't find this, but I have to play this because it's so great, and I'll of course add this once it's out on Spotify. It will for sure. And yeah, thanks Alessandro for the like. And yeah, I have to look out if there's actually any other link yet. Yeah, it's on Dancing Astronauts SoundCloud, so I believe it's probably the best way to go over there. It's like, I don't know if it's the full track, it's like, it should be the full track, yeah? And it's out on the Rukus. But yeah, I believe this is a so nice track, like even like for techno track, it's different elements. So yeah, it's really something also for your ear. So yeah, I love this guys, you know, for a while already, I would say, and yeah, it's really worth being a fan of them. So I want to actually post this on my Twitter. Yeah, also thanks Luke Knight for the follow on Twitter. Slowly, you know, slows it down and then gets into the break where you have only this kind of, whatever that is, synthy stabs. So yeah, also unheard. I haven't heard this kind of style before, so they also, you know, come up with some fresh ideas very often. Yeah, and there's also another track on this EP that I even prepared this one. This one was basically just a warm up. So and now with the next drop. So unexpected. Yeah, but absolutely sick also when this hi-hat comes in. Huge fan of hi-hats. Like this. It's exactly how like this is, you know, why I'm such a huge fan of progressive, because when you have a progressive track, also this techno track is kind of, or the melodic techno, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of those progressive elements when, you know, there's a 15 seconds of kick and then the hi-hat comes in. This is just nothing else than just proper progressive music. So tell me what you think about this. There are some people in. I'm not sure what I can see who is in. I guess I can't. Yeah. So tell me what you think about this, because I'm also interested about your opinion. Wait a second. So, okay, and this was basically the warm-up. The proper tracks are coming in now. So right now we have Panther. So this is the second track of the EP, and this one I prefer more. Just give me a second to listen to it. I believe it's just closer to this old to their what is it called? A floater, right? Yeah, with this shouts and everything. You could also find this in floater. Also in there with Panther. Yeah, I love the congas. So, and Paul Gonzalez, aka Jeep, joined me. Thank you so much. Can't wait to talk with you about this. The 10-year challenge later on. Yeah, hosting that at Panther. When we did the premiere. So really worth checking it out. It's out on Beatport. Not on Spotify yet, but it will for sure. Probably because it says Beatport exclusive right now. I bought it on Beatport. I wanted to support this because it's great music. Yeah, I like like this more melodic kind of style. It's even more melodic than the first one than Protoby. Also has some kind of this progressive feels again. Yeah, it's absolutely sick. I love it. Hope you love it too. I want to get this out. I want to get this out to raise awareness of this track because it's really nice. It's something that you don't hear like it's really something special. It's not something mediocre or anything. So I was like, I really like the arrangement. I'm thinking of I don't know, either a second camera or something like this just for the Bisicast. Like you can also see the arrangement of the track. I would really love to add this at some point, hopefully in the future. Because it's really nice to also see what I'm talking about and not only me talking about it. Like also like when they have like this breakdown of 1 minute and then it builds up again slowly but surely. Actually, it's staying for a long time, and then the last few seconds, it's quickly building it into the drop. Right now, you can hear it very well. So in love with this. It's almost deep, I would say. It goes something between techno and deep house. I believe this is very state of the art right now, I would say. So I guess they call it melodic techno. So Sarah's moving, thank you so much. Thanks, so nice. So thankful that I can do this. But now, why I'm saying it's so thankful, for me it's like normal. But I'm happy to show you this. So that I found this week, because Bisicast is all about supply and demand. When there's something good, I'll play it. If there's nothing good this week, then there won't be any Bisicast. So I'm thankful that I can do one, both time-wise and... Oh. Yeah, I believe, before I head over to more techno, I can do this right now. I have a promo in that very moment. I will have some later as well, between like this and the 10-year challenge. Then I have a new ID by my good friends. Well, actually, I'm not sure what I should play this. Okay, he sent me a sneak peek from the studio, so I'm just asking him once again what I'm allowed to play it. Okay, good, Tom. Then head over to the stream. It's an idea. Goes for around 2 minutes. So I won't actually post this or anything. I'm just interested what you think about this. Maybe when you're watching later as well, also on YouTube. Or wherever you'll be watching later then. Sorry. So, builds up slowly. David also joined. Thank you so much. Mix of tech and groove. I like that. I mean, like me and Tom have like a great experience together. Tom played at the Open Beats Festival where I was last summer in July. South of Germany, and he played a fantastic set there at the Electric Forest or Magic Forest, whatever it was called there. I'm not sure. And yeah, and now he's back with this one. Sneak peek from the studio. ID. Oh, okay. Kick is a bit harsh. Yeah, I would tone down the kick a bit. But idea-wise, not bad. Just the kick is just too rough for me. It's a bit too loud. It doesn't really fit well with the synth and all that. And actually, the only thing what we don't want with groove, we don't want to drive it against the wall, as we say in German. I don't know what's that in English. But when I'm speaking of gegen die Wand fahren in German, so driving against the wall, means that you master or mix the track so loud that it's too loud, that it's not well for the ears. I have so many tracks, 1 or 2 or 3 each week, where I think, wow, what a great idea, but it's too damn loud. You know what I mean? It's just too loud. I can't listen to this because it's just, it just blows my ears away in a negative way. That it's simply too loud and I cannot properly listen to this. I'm not enjoying it. And it's not about volume. When people say, if it's too loud, then turn the volume down. No, it's not about that. Loudness and volume is something completely different. And, when you mix a master track like this, it doesn't matter whether the volume is low or the volume is high. It always will sound shit. That's the point, And yeah, the kick is a bit too much yet. So a bit of work is needed on this. Yeah. Sound-wise, there's nothing mixed yet. Okay, good. But I'm actually surprised, Tom, that you make a kick actually like this already in the beginning. I would start with a rather low one. And look who's watching. Guys who are organizing something very fat in Mexico right now. You can win something, like a giveaway, a fat giveaway, because even like 3 or 4 nights in a Mexican hotel. Very nice. Still Young is watching. Thank you so much for joining, guys. And yeah, so that was this. Thank you, Tom, for these insights. And now back to proper techno, because we're such techno fans, especially me, and I'm the greatest techno fan. Not, but yeah, this week there were really some cool tracks, like this one, Ilya Djokovic. And it's not probably the brother of Novak Djokovic, with Nebula. So you can hear the rough kick already, but it will get better. Yeah. Typical techno hi-hat, very nice. So it's also on the EP, and I'll play 4-track EP. Filth on Acid. This is the label. It's the label by Umek, I guess, from what I remember. Yeah, but a very nice one. There's really some power. When I'm playing right now? Nicola? So yeah. Yeah, I love actually how it goes from one sound into the other. The transitions are very nice. So yeah. And also this track has a very short breakdown, around 1 minute. Till it builds slowly up again with those synths. Sick! Woo! Very nice. Look who's watching. Pontus joined. Thank you so much. Yeah, very nice, very neat. I need also another track called Gravity that I'll play after this one. Arrangement-wise, also something very nice to listen to in between. Also for the clubs, very cool. Thank you, Ilya Djokovic. Also like the mix of the kick and the hi-hat. Just flows so beautifully. I love it. Who gave me a like here? I didn't see that. Gianmarco, thank you so much. Absolutely fantastic track. You should really check it out. Well, from start to finish, absolutely amazing. And after that, Gravity, also very nice. That's basically about the same. Well, it's even a rougher kick now. Yeah, maybe I hear the track sometimes once or twice, and then I quickly go over to the next one, so I have to listen to that again. So this is the one. Ilya Djokovic with Gravity. So it's on the same EP, Filth on Acid, so it's labeled by Umek. So he also has the other tracks, you can check them out on the EP. They're called Atom and 1991. Those were my favorites. Yeah, and also there's also a bit of acid involved in there. Probably there's no EP without any acid track on Filth on Acid. I mean, that's what the label is about, right? You hear a bit in the background. Yeah, and also this one, very nice. So, how much am I alive already? 33 minutes. Okay. Really like the vocal there. So unexpected. Actually, you have really to have the proper time to drop tracks like these. I can actually imagine, like, if for example 2 or 4 a.m. which time would be powerful people. That's, I believe, even rougher. So home joined now, just in time for David Bauer with Powerful People. That has a really rough drop. Told you, this episode is something for the techno heads. I guess I took the wrong link here. Not sure what I took the proper one for the playlist. A second. Woo! Going off here right now. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is the melody that I was talking about, dude. Boom, 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 boom. Something for the techno heads. This episode. It's nice, to do the episode sometimes, with this kind of music. Quick, rough. This hi-hat with a lot of reverb. Like, you know, I was putting the hi-hat over there and this has a reverb, you know, over here. Can imagine that very well. Just looking for this track. Powerful People by David Bowie. Mau. It's not on Spotify yet, okay? So it's probably on SoundCloud. Usually this techno stuff is all on SoundCloud. Right? Too much! It's on Elevate. It's only a preview, I believe. 3 minutes. It's up now on Beatport. Yet a very nice track. Now it goes, you know, it goes on and on. It doesn't stop. A very nice rolling techno track. It's rare, you know, that you have techno tracks like this. So yeah, and then it has like a short pause, and then, you know, yet again with the hi-hat. I know it's interesting that this it goes on and on, probably through the whole track. Very interesting. So this is the track on SoundCloud. It's not on Spotify yet. Maybe later. But yeah, I will add this once it's there. For sure. And now probably the drop comes very unexpected. So yeah, thank you very much, David Bowie, for this. Something completely different that I usually don't play on my Bisicast. But maybe sometimes. Oh, Gerard Francis is watching, thank you so much. Yeah, I am actually fine. Just a bit stressed from the whole week, I don't know. And I'm so happy she could play such great music. Yeah, so I believe this is now for the techno block, I would say. And now let's head over from some of the stuff that you sent me, and maybe some progressive as well. We'll check what I have from you. And yeah, something groovy now, I would say. That I received this week. Hot Mustard with Freaking Girl, the Basilic remix. Let's check this out. So, let me check if it's on Spotify, because I don't know. This one is on Spotify, very nice. Freaking Girl, the Basilic remix. Someone sent me this by email, so thank you so much. Very nice, chilly tech track. I'm going to be at Liverpool for third party. Yes, I will, Sharad. I'm so happy to announce this. I announced this last week, and I'm very happy that I'll be there. Just in time before Brexit, once again in the UK. Oh my goodness, it's all over the news right now. So close for the demission of Theresa May. So close. But well, who else has to get Britain out of the Union? Yeah, it's almost like a comedy show, this Brexit. And someone said Brexit as a state, so Brexit forever. One Austrian paper posted it. Like one Austrian paper was like on page 1. It was Brexit forever. Brexit as a state. Like not like, you know, that once it's over and then it's done, you know, but then it will last forever. Brexit forever. No, like, but jokes aside, really, I don't want to be British now. I don't want to be British now. I don't want to be a European Union citizen living and working in the UK. That's even worse. So, yeah. But I mean, there are now many UK people are trying to get now Irish citizenship. This is possible when you have a grandma who is from Ireland. Great idea. Because like when you live like Irish in the UK, it's no problem. You have the same rights as, you know, any other European Union country. So yeah, this is like, Brexit is a shit show, really. I was surprised that there was such a huge disagreement, like 400 to 200. 400 no's to 200 ayes.
Me and other people make sense of it. It's like, you know.
That was very surprising. And I'm also watching a lot of news, so that's why, you know, I'm interested in all this. Watching news in English, in German, in Polish, in all the languages. It was like what I wanted to post also is, I haven't posted this because I don't want to shock anything. I wanted to tell you this once I'm here. Actually, so 2 weeks ago I was skiing and I was in a hotel, and I believe 2 or 3 nights ago, this hotel that I was in got hit by an avalanche, and that was so shocking. I thought, oh my goodness, if I was 2 weeks later at this hotel, you know, I would be fucked. And actually, I wanted to post a picture of this, but that was, you know, too shocking. And you know, social media doesn't want shocking content, from what I heard. Also, now YouTube is now forbidding the challenges right now, and they even can suspend your account when you post challenges. So, but you know, it's crazy. Exactly, Gerard. It's absolutely crazy. Gerald, sorry. Actually, it's all basically the French are closer to the British or to the UK than the Germans are, because there was King William in the 11th century that conquered the UK islands. But yeah, anyway, back to music. I would say thank you so much for this track, Hot Mustard Freaking Girl, the Bass Slick remix. I haven't posted this yet. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for the enjoyment. So yeah, by the way, I didn't make it to Corey James because I was getting back from skiing that day. So really sorry that I couldn't make it. But yeah, maybe next time. Not probably not the last time. Yeah, and also like there was a huge thing about the mayor of a city in Poland that got stabbed in like with a knife. The mayor of the large Polish city. It was like a psychopath that he thought that he was in prison, but you know, it was not fair that he was in prison, so it was unjust. Yeah, never mind. This a very and it was, you know, there was on a stage during a beneficial kind of event, like charity event, and it is also shit, like people are going crazy. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much, basically for this remix of Hot Mustard Freaking Girl. Also posted it right now. New Max, yeah, sure, Max, send some stuff over. I have one more track that I want to play. It's actually I haven't played a mashup in a while. Mashup is I used to do it. I used to do it years ago, from what I remember. And yeah, so actually I was looking for a vocal and then for a track, or just clashed 2 drops together, like a build up and a drop, whatever I liked. But you know, after a while, I didn't feel creative anymore, and also they took away my Spotify, like my SoundCloud account. I had 300 followers back then, which was the most. What was actually the most. So I didn't have that many friends on Facebook or wherever. And now I'm back. Jeep from Peru sent me this. I hope it's Peru. Sorry if it's a different country. Or Chile, I can't remember. So, this is How We Do by Rafa FL, together with the vocal of Sushi by American Cremont. And actually, he fixed the mashup. I don't know what he did around this. This is how we do. So yeah, so I really like this kind of mashup. I don't know. The vocal fitted just very well with the build-up. So. Andrea FS started the mashup and she fixed it. So I'll just drop it here. But a very nice one. So Really enjoyed it. So thank you, Cheek, for sending this or fixing this, whatever you did with this. Yeah, Max, if you want to send me some over, this is your last chance. Otherwise, I will just start with my 10-year challenge. This was actually why I didn't like the original so much, because it's so weird when an automated voice is doing a order for food delivery. This is, for me, this is so 2050 or 60. I'm so scared that this will happen. Not even lying, and it will happen, unfortunately. Yeah, but thank you so much for this wonderful track. You should really check it out. So obviously it's on Spotify because it's a mashup. This is how we do. So yeah, absolutely very nice mashup. It's rare that I play mashups, to be honest, but this one I really liked, so... Yeah. So Andrea FSK with the original idea, Cheek fixed it a bit. I don't know what he did about it. Maybe I asked him, because I guess he's not watching anymore. He was in the chat, but now it's gone. Yeah, and now I would say I head over to my 10-year challenge. So I'll play probably some stuff from... Yeah, and then we'll end up with a normal track. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it probably. Yeah. So 10-year challenge. So I already told you what this is all about. Probably a weatherman from the US started this trend, from what I read, because I'm interested usually in how all of these viral social media trends like come from, or like what was the initial, who was the initial poster of all this. And yeah, and then probably some of celebrities and influencers from Instagram. And it's a difference, because I mean not every celebrity is an influencer, not every influencer is a celebrity. This is like I would distinguish between those two functions, or whatever, or states, however you want to condition, however you want to call it. And yeah, I thought, I won't post a picture of me from 10 years ago. This is boring. So I thought, let's do it the Bisicast way, the Bisicast style, whatever you want to call it. And let's check out what were like those tracks from 10 years ago. What were we listening to? What was I listening to, or you were listening to? And so what did I do? So I can't remember it properly. Of course, I guess nobody. 10 years is a long, long time to remember what did I do, what have I been listening to 10 years ago, I don't know. So I was looking up the year charts of the Austrian charts. So what were the number ones back then? Because, why would I do that? I mean, like, I'm not listening to pop. Yeah, now. But back then, 10 years ago, I was 16 or something. I didn't have really proper musical identity yet. That was a year or two later. So back then, I was listening to a lot of pop music. So, and I was basically surprised when I was kind of recalling all of these tracks that I was listening to back then. And later on, some of these tracks were still played in clubs. Let's say a year ago, or in a different remix. So that's why I will have some stuff I really listened to back then. Sometimes some I only heard in a club. Some are in the style of this track. So it will be a huge mix-up now for the last, let's say, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. But I definitely wanted to give this a go. So maybe first I'll recall the charts again. Charts. 2009. So we're talking basically, I would say, about the whole year of 2009. I was so when it was very interesting because I saw the tracks, and I was surprised that I still remember the tracks very well, and also what I associate with the tracks. So let's check it out. What do I have here? So maybe I won't play like the proper yeah. Okay. I'll play some of the remixes first, I would say, and then maybe some pop tracks. This is a track that you'll definitely remember, all of you, in a very special remix. And when I hear this, probably I'll get nuts. This track was for a long time #1 in Austria, from what I see here. Yeah. But this is in a very special remix. And you will recognize this instantly. I hope some people will join, because this is really amazing, that what I will show you right now. So the original was for a long time #1. I enjoyed it a lot. Also, I believe the following up single that was called The Time, 30-bit. And you may already know the artist. Actually, from what I remember, it was very tough to find the extended mix to buy it somewhere. I'm honest, like, I could only find it radiated for a long time. And this is the track. Everybody remembers this one from 10 years ago. I enjoyed it a lot. It's, of course, I Got a Feeling. But in that case, it's the David Guetta Fuck Me I'm Famous remix. Oh my god. David Guetta was so much better back in the days. And believe it or not, the track is now on Spotify. Can you imagine this? It should be. That's it. It should be. And I hope that I won't get flagged for this now. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I Got a Feeling edits. That should be this one. International version. But I would have to look out which track it is. But let's maybe enjoy this track first. So this is the 10-year challenge Max Bisi style. What I was listening to 10 years ago, it was I Got a Feeling, the David Guetta Fuck Me I'm Famous remix that is dropping right now. Check this out. I was so in love with this, I'm honest. There was a time I was only listening to this for... So, I guess my video got blocked. I'm not sure whether I can still find it or not. Because I was too excited about it. I don't know who's still watching, but let me check. Yeah, so this was basically the Fuck Me I'm Famous remix. And, you know, once you start with all this, it's very tough. So, I'm not sure whether I can already finish this or not. Okay, no, okay. Was blocked for only 2 countries, okay. That should be fine. So, yeah. This was this track. Yeah, they already do it for the live videos as well, so I'm so surprised. And I like, you know, how it builds up here. So you should really check it out for yourselves. That was really 10 years ago when I was listening to this. Yeah, so it's absolutely wonderful. So I really like, you know, how he, you know, the stabs, this cool quick stabs. So that was really the style of 10 years ago. Yeah, so absolutely great. And then up next, I would have to quickly check which track it is. I'm not sure whether this is like the this one. This is the original, and they had a remix. No, this is not this one. I'm sure that they had a I believe that was on the One Love CD, but it seems like it's not available, which is, yeah, this is a bit, yeah, it's a bit dumb, I would say now. Maybe I can check it on the One Love. But it's, you know, maybe that, you know, maybe I have a different Spotify that you have. One More Love, that should be this. Let me check if this is over there. Look, look, it is blocked. Look. It's interesting why this is blocked for me, okay? I don't know. So when I open the track, it should be this one, but I can't find it. Yeah. Let me check if this is here. Yeah, it's not on this one, look. It's on One More Love, but I can't Can't find it here. Okay, yeah, it's for me it's blocked. I don't know why this is the case. Maybe it won't be blocked for you. I will add this for sure if I can. Let me check if I can. And also what also on the album was How Soon Is Now. Maybe you can play this one as well. Maybe if I can add this. So okay, that was this track. It was called I Got a Feeling, the Fuck Me I'm Famous remix by David Guetta. At that time I was only listening to this, so I can truly tell you that. So and yeah, let me check where this is here. Okay. Yeah, and what else do I have? Maybe something from you now, I would say. I really enjoyed this one. So sorry that that was a bit surprised they blocked it, but it was actually so shitty because they block now even when you play it live. So this is a bit strange. Okay, I mean I can do some stuff with this, but not all of the stuff. So this is actually very surprising. I play like tracks, like techno tracks, nothing happens, and this one is very strange. Okay, but this is this track. I Got a Feeling, the Fuck Me I'm Famous remix or edit, however you want to call it. And now I want to play quickly Hardwell Display that got that Yeek sent me. Maybe it should be on. Yeah, it's on Spotify as well. I guess I couldn't find it that quickly, to be honest. But yeah. It has like this typical Hardwell stuff from 2009. So it was Hardwell before he was like, it was kind of encoded style, I would say. Very simple. Also, Nicky Romero did this. So that was in a similar style. So I'll add this to the track list as well. So this is Hardwell Display. Thank you so much, Geek, for this one. I didn't know this one properly, to be honest. I mean, I didn't check every Hardwell track out, so. Give me a second. So, sorry, that's the wrong one. So I'm playing right now from Spotify. So yeah, this was the sound 10 years ago, I would say. There's also a lot of other stuff that's also on this compilation called Love Vibrations from 2011. So that was the sound back then. Very proggy. These FXs, Hardwell and Nicky Romero were using this a lot back in the days. I would be interested whether they made them up or was this sample pack. I'll be really interested. So yeah. So thank you so much for this one. And yeah. So maybe one right now from the pop perspective, probably a forgotten track because it was only a one-hit wonder. I was listening to it all summer long. It's very short, 2 minutes something. So I was very surprised. It's called Jungle Drum and it's by Emiliana Torini. She was from Iceland, from what I remember. And I'm 99% sure that I'll find this on Spotify, hopefully. Let me check. And so that was basically my summer track. So Spotify, Instagram, I'll be back in a bit. Once it doesn't hit me. Oh, there it is. So that was from really 10 years ago. Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes 13. So very short track actually. I was very surprised by this. But I loved it back in the day, so that's why it will be a bit different. So I'll just skip to the important part here. This part was. So really, this kind of is called onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia means that you that you kind of imitate a certain sound by voice. So rum tum tum is just the jungle drum imitated. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one a lot. So I want actually to skip it a bit because otherwise I'll get blocked again and I don't want that. Tum, 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 tum. So yeah, I told you I was listening to pop music and yeah, and I really liked the breakdown here that goes into the last chorus. So very nice work by the producer, I guess. Yeah. So that was actually what I was listening to 10 years ago. So I'm honest. So I'll add this to the Spotify playlist as well. It will surprise you, but well, it's a 10-year challenge, right? So, so anyone ever was, surprised what I was playing to? And yeah, next up, I would say another track by David Guetta. So Emiliana Torini, I guess she was called like this. Actually, I don't remember it properly anymore, but yeah. You'll get the idea. And right now, another fantastic remix by, I guess it was by Chucky. So one of the tracks of 2009 was also another track by David Guetta that I even enjoyed more than I Got a Feeling, I guess, back in the day. Like when I remember, from 10 years ago. That was this one. It's called Sexy Bitch. What a surprise! But this one in a very special remix. That was my right club time, from what I remember. So my beginnings of going to the club and partying, and that was one of the tracks that was so popular back in the club, and like back in the days in this very club. The Chucky and Lil Jon remix of Sexy Bitch, and I enjoyed this a lot actually back then. I believe the original even more, but I want to play the original here right now. And I love the Lil Jon vocal on there and how he made this up with Chucky. Yeah. Let's go. So enjoyable. It was very fun back then to listen to this. What? So it's always the same shouts by Lil Jon. You can find them somewhere on the internet, and you can actually make your own. Probably wants to have some royalties from this, so you cannot just take a Lil Jon shout and then kind of sell it or something. So yeah, that was basically the breakdown. It was always the same. So I was a huge fan of Dirty Dutch back then. It was kind of the beginning of Dirty Dutch. And look who is actually watching right now over on Insta. Andy. So Andy was also like with me back then. So yeah, very enjoyable. So I went for it in Bisicast style. So. And I want actually to pin this so that everybody knows. And actually it's not that many tracks left anymore, to be honest. So the next one that was also listening a lot was was also some stuff by Bob Sinclair. So who's actually still listening to a lot of this. I'm getting actually, Andy, when you're watching right now, very how do you say this? Very nostalgic about this. So when I'm listening to this stuff, there was actually once a party that was called what was it called? House? Something with house. House party? No, it was not called house party. It was something like, I can't remember. Something with house. I can't remember. There was, I guess Payman's brother organized this back in the day. Something with a wordplay with house, but I can't remember anymore. And we were at this party. That was in the 7th or 9th district. I can't remember. Look who's watching as well, Henrik. How did you guys come here right now over on Insta? It's insane. Just in time for the 10-year challenge. You were all part of this, so very nice. So over there on Insta, Andy and Henrik joined me. We were together in the same class. I guess Andy was not. from what I remember. You were in a different one. You were in C, and Henrik and me were in B. But in the same year. Yeah, there was this, and then we have some Bob Sinclair that I also loved a lot. And you know the vocal from a different track. So I have to find the proper one. This is this one, yeah. So you know the vocal from a track by Third Party. That was also in my year mix called Free, and this one is it's also another cover, I would say. What's the party called back then? House Gemacht? It's something with house. I can't remember.
Now hear this. It comes a time in everyone's life that you need a little relaxation, you know?
But yeah, I really like the Dollar Man a cappella here. So yeah, thanks for the insights. So someone else sent something. Kita. Yeah. Yeah. He told me how it was displayed. It was the Kita. Yeah. So it was the Kita, and he said also another track that was also huge in the vocal spec back then. So Sound of Freedom by Bob Sinclair. Was also a time I was only listening to this. I'm honest, like this is like so me now. Move your body to the left, so boy, move your body to the right. So yeah, and I didn't really care so much about it back in the day, to be honest, how it sounded like and everything. This is actually the club mix that I have. So actually, I'm not even sure if I have just a proper 320k. Could be also a bit less. So maybe that was also when Henrik and Andy are still inside, still in the chat. Probably remember this track from their childhood. What people say, free yourself, let yourself go. That was basically. I remember that, you know, back then I had no iPhone yet or no smartphone. I had my Nokia 5110. Something like this, 53, something, I can't remember. Music Express was called back then. Music Express, 5110 I believe. Music Express. And I had this like as an MP3. I don't know who sent me. Back then, you know, there was this Casa and all this that was big back then. And like all those like this. Oh my god, how's that in English? Like, I don't even know how to pronounce it. No, it's like torrent and all this, you know. Like I have to put it like this now. You'll watch me like in a very unusual position, but never mind. For inside, I don't care so much. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. And yeah, what was very unfortunate back then, someone stole my. Actually, I'm not sure whether stealing is the right word, but so I was actually coming back from the Right Club back then, 10 years ago or 9 years ago, and when I was in the back then the metro was already, or the underground was running at night, Fridays and Saturdays. It still does, and I guess I sat there and I was listening to music and I was holding my phone, like my phone in my hands like this. And someone stole my phone, basically, because I kind of, you know, I don't know, I slept there, I guess, because I was drinking too much. And then I lost my phone. I found a different phone, which is very fun because someone forgot it. And yeah, but yeah, I couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, never mind. Yeah, and there was a lot of music there, you know, and then I was and I only had it on this small micro SD card that was in the phone. I had no backup back then, and from that basically I learned to do backups now. So all of my music is now backed up at least twice, so that I have everything with me. You know, once, you know, I get a virus there, or I get, you know, I lose something there, I have it on a different hard drive or whatever. So always back up your projects, very important. So yeah, I guess 2 more tracks, because I didn't want to play too much pop music, because that sounds so weird when I play pop music, so I rather keep it, you know, electronic. But yeah, thank you guys for all the tips. So I had like this Hardwell Display track, then Bob Sinclair by Cheek over on Insta. Thank you so much for this one. Yeah, he also had to check the library, just like I had to check it as well. And yeah, one last track I would say that was also like maybe not 10, but let's say 8 or 9 years ago, huge, and it's still probably one of my all-time favorites, if not the all-time favorite. But you know, it changes so much. But it's a track that I hear, that I love to hear every time. And I actually don't want to tell it yet, because I want to properly. Actually, you'll instantly know it from the intro, so actually I don't have to say much about it. At least I guess so. So you can already hear from the intro, right? So yeah, I believe it was out in 2009, so it's 10 years this year. Leave the World Behind, back then by Axwell, Ingrosso, Angelo, Laidback Luke, featuring Deborah Cox. No Swedish House Mafia yet. Iconic. And that also reminded me of my Ride Club time. Because Ride Club back then was like my first experience with nightclubs, with nightlife, with electronic music. And every time he played that, I was asking myself, what the hell did he play there? This was different from all the usual tracks that he played. He played all the pop music, of course, back then. And all this, so I was also in love with some different tracks back then. And then he played this track, and I was so surprised, because it has like different kind of vibe, different kind of bass. Leave the world, and of course the iconic vocal. So yeah. So yeah, this is the second to last, and the last one. I'll end this episode with a track that was released this week. Oh, can you hear me? I'm so in love with this vocal, really. So I'll finish. Actually, I would love to listen to sing the vocal right now, but I'm so bad at singing that forget it. Well, behind. I guess I won't actually elaborate more on this track, because I told so much about this track. Well behind. So that was released in 2009, so just in time, you know. So I don't know when exactly, I would have to look up. But this year, I believe it was in September, I guess. This year, 10 years of Leave the World Behind. Like one of the most iconic tracks in our, like one of that started basically the golden age of progressive, as we call it, right? So, yeah. So this is the last track of my 10-year challenge. I could have played, way more, but I didn't feel like it, to be honest. So, yeah. I hope that you still enjoyed it to some extent. I love how it builds up into the drop. So different, from the usual stuff. It builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up. Leave this world behind. My goodness, so iconic. Absolutely sick. So in love with this one. Yeah, that was so. This was coming up. I believe I remember it once. He played this at 3 a.m. or something like this. So people were already gone. So there was a lot of space at the dance floor, and I was asking myself, what the hell did he play here? So different from the usual stuff. The same was with Disco Electric back then. So by Dr. Kuma. And I believe Firebeats, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, iconic is probably the word that describes it the best. And yeah, so that's my 10-year challenge, I would say. And I'll finish this episode. Yeah, there's one even with better mastering. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess they did even a better mastering back then. Yeah, to finish it off. I'll play a track that was released this week called Eclipse, and it's by Denis Koyu. So I'm so happy that he's back again on like as his like proper progressive alias. And on that note, I would say thank you very much for watching. Not sure whether there's gonna be a Bisicast next week because I'll be probably busy. What a coincidence. We'll see. So it all depends on supply and demand, how motivated I am to find tracks for you, because it's, I always stress on this. Just want to say clearly that in order to find good music, I have to go through a lot of shit music. It's what is very normal, I would say. And sometimes I'm motivated to find it, sometimes I'm not, because I'm thinking, oh my goodness, to find good music, I have to go through a lot of shit music and all this. So sometimes, I'm just not motivated enough anymore, because, also like for a few people that join my Bisicast, I'm never sure actually if I'm actually, it's really worth it. But yeah, I still enjoy it, even if no people are in. So yeah, don't worry about it. Just wanted to copy the link. And yeah, to be honest, I enjoyed his former track a bit more. I can't remember how it was called. Atlantis, I guess. Yeah. Still very nice, but he could, I don't know, work out a bit more like the melody for me. But yet still very cool, and so happy that he's back on this style again, because I believe this Koyu alias was not a good idea for him. So, and also I was writing some comments on Instagram. I was writing to him or even DM on Instagram, I guess, and he told me that more is coming, and yeah, he wasn't lying. This is the upcoming one to Atlantis, called Eclipse. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining, guys. On Saturday, I'll be in Poland, celebrating my grandmother's 17th birthday. Big party. So I'm interested how this will go down. Probably not my style at all. But yeah, I'm happy that we're actually having, presents for her, proper presents and all this. So yeah, we'll see how this will turn out. Maybe I'll do some stories, maybe not, depending on how I feel like. If it's gonna be too much cringe, then of course not, because there are people that can stand the cringe, people that can laugh at cringe, but I can't stand cringe. I'm so cringe is like so I don't know, like disgusting for me. In all the matters. Usually, when I watch TV and something cringy is on TV, I can't watch this, because I think how stupid is mankind. We should be like the at the tip of the evolution, and some people are so dumb that I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing? Whether this is the worst things are, for example, I'm a star, get me out of here, aka the jungle camp, as we call it in German. Yeah, but that's not all. Also, I've seen so many cringy people. Vinay, for example, oh my goodness, totally forgot about them. Yeah, but that's a discussion for another Bisicast. So thank you so much, guys, and hope that you'll join in on the next one. And and for those who weren't watching, hope that you'll rewatch it. Maybe not in its entirety, but the 10-year challenge was very interesting. And yeah, thanks for the insights. And yeah, hope to see you on the next broadcast. Thanks and bye.